everyone, greeting of the day. This is Sashireka. In this video, we are going to see the equivalent circuit of a three-phase induction motor. So, equivalent circuit. Why we are going to go for equivalent circuit is it will be simplified manner where I am going to analyze my induction motor. So, I am going to go for an equivalent circuit. The equivalent circuit of induction motor is same as that of your transformer. So, if you are going to understand the equivalent circuit of a transformer, it is equal and same with your induction motor. So, induction motor equivalent circuit of any machine slows the various parameter. What all it is seen is the losses. The losses are modified as inductor, resistor, copper loss, and winding resistance, etc. All these things will be specified in the equivalent circuit. If you're going to see, this is the equivalent circuit for your induction motor. R1 is nothing but your input resistance, that is nothing but your stator resistance. Wherever is specified is 1, that is known as your stator parameters of your stator. Wherever it is specified your 2, that is known as your rotor parameters. This is same as your transformer primary and as well as secondary. If it is going to be 1, it is known as primary, and if it is going to be 2, that is nothing but your secondary. So R1 is nothing but the resistance of the stator, and X1 is nothing but my reactance of the stator winding, and RC is nothing but my copper loss component, and XM is nothing but magnetizing component of my stator. Why? Because my the three-phase induction magnet EMF is induced in the rotor, so all these things are produced. E1 is nothing but my voltage produced, EMF produced due to the induction, and I1 is equal to I2 dash. I2 dash is nothing but again we are referring my rotor current with respect to the stator current. So again X2 is nothing but reactance of my rotor. I2 is nothing but current of the rotor. R2 by 2, R2 divided by your S is nothing but the resistance of your rotor. Again E2 is nothing but EMF generated from your rotor. This is the equivalent circuit of your three-phase induction motor. IS is nothing but your slip current. V1 is nothing but input voltage, means stator you are going to give an input from the supply, that is nothing but your V1. And that is what they have said in this. R1 means winding resistance, stator winding resistance, copper, whatever I have said, those things they have listed here. So always we are referring the circuit referred to the stator. Why? Because it will be easy for my calculation, right? So I am going to refer my equivalent circuit from the stator side. So if I am going to refer from the stator side, R1 is nothing but again R1, wherever my 1 is specified, all the parameters are specifying my stator. Wherever my 2 is specified, all it is referred with my refer it is with my rotor. So this is the circuit diagram for your equivalent circuit when my circuit is referred to the stator. Why I am referring to the stator is I am combining everything and it is going for my calculation purpose. So again what are all the specification, what is x1 x dash, all those things which is referred to stator winding is specified in this. Power relation of your equivalent circuit 3, power relation of your equivalent circuit, power relation of your equivalent circuit is stator is 3, stator is in power, input power of stator is 3 V1 I1 cos pi. Since it is an AC input, we are specifying the cos pi also, cos theta also. V1 against stator voltage, I1 is again current, stator current. If I am going to have an rotor input, what are all the things I have to taken into account is power input minus stator, copper loss, and as well as iron loss. Because in the stator, both copper loss is also present and iron loss is also present. So both of the things I have to reduce, and that power is given to my rotor input. Then again rotor copper loss, what are all present in the rotor copper loss is slip will be there, because since my synchronous speed is not with my rotor speed, there is a difference between these both, so a slip is produced. And my rotor copper loss is, it has to take account of my slip also and power input to the rotor. How much power I am going to give to the rotor, that has to be calculated, that is also should be taken into account. Again developed power is equal to 1 minus S into rotor input power. again 1 minus s in it, again the slip again you have to taken into account, and so my developed means total power how it will be is 1 minus s into rotor input power. Rotor to the rotor how much power I am going to give, that is multiplied with my 1 minus slip times. And these are the reference what I have made for the equivalent circuit. And thank you so much.